Oh, how quickly we forget. Today, October 23rd, a mere 5 days or so before we officially recognize Journée Creole, International Creole Day for Creole-speaking nations. And here we are at the final resting place of one of St. Lucia's cultural icons, Dame Sessene Descartes. Merely a few years since she was laid to rest. Patience Monrivo was supposed to have hosted Journée Creole this year, and perhaps it's fortunate that it didn't, because what a shame it would have been, because I'm sure a lot of St. Lucians visiting the area for Journée Creole would have been forced to, or would have been keen on visiting the final resting place of Sessenne. And the only sign of any maintenance is a gentleman who lives nearby, who probably uses nearby for gardening, and you can see signs from my trained eye that he has applied some sort of systemic herbicide, touchdown or Roundup. But clearly it is a tomb devoid of any writing or anything written to identify it. And luckily, like I said, immediately around it is used for some small sort of crop production, mainly dashing, etc. But it is really a poor reflection on us as a society, cultural icon for whom so much fuss was made when she passed away, and who did so much in putting St. Lucia on the map culturally. And that is all that is there to signify what is left of a legacy. Is even a more pathetic sight when you look at what used to be a home out there. You can see the bush in our foreground, so it's difficult to have a correct or perfect view. But just looking at the surrounding, there's no ambience to suggest that such a place was revered. The home of the late great Dame Sessene Descartes. We can do better, we ought to do better. And I hope, it moves some of us who have some degree of national consciousness, or at least cultural awareness, or some historical interest, to see that some attention is paid to what is part of our cultural heritage. Dame Sessene Descartes continues to rest in peace. I don't know if our conscience can